Welcome to today's news discussion. I'm Claire, and I'm joined by Alan.
Hello, I'm Alan. We're covering several key stories today, starting with a recent executive order signed by President Trump.
President Trump has signed an executive order that calls for revising childhood vaccine recommendations. The order suggests spacing out vaccines into separate medical visits.
That sounds like a significant change. What's the reasoning behind this executive order?
The articles indicate that it's aligned with President Trump's long-held beliefs about vaccine scheduling. However, it's worth noting that this goes against the guidance of major medical groups.
So what are the potential implications of spacing out vaccines like this?
The reporting suggests that splitting the combined measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine into 3 separate shots could have various consequences, potentially affecting vaccination rates or public health.
Have there been any official reactions from the medical community to this executive order?
The articles mention that major medical groups have expressed disagreement with the proposed changes to vaccine scheduling.
That's an interesting development. Let's move on to another story. President Trump has announced that Will Scharf will be his new White House counsel. Can you tell us more about this appointment?
Will Scharf is currently serving as White House Staff Secretary and will replace David Warrington as White House counsel on September 1. Scharf has a background that includes working as a lawyer for President Trump.
What role does the White House counsel play exactly?
The White House counsel provides legal advice to the president and represents the White House in various legal matters. Scharf's experience as staff secretary, where he helped secure approvals for significant projects, is likely seen as relevant to this role.
That's a pretty significant promotion for Scharf. Are there any indications of what this change might mean for the White House's legal strategy or approach?
The articles don't provide specific details on how Scharf's appointment will affect the White House's legal stance, but it suggests a continuation of Trump's legal representation.
Let's switch gears to another story. The State Department has revoked over 175,000 visas under the Trump administration. What are the main reasons cited for these revocations?
According to the reporting, most visa revocations were due to law enforcement encounters involving criminal activity, such as assault, drunk driving, theft, and drug offenses.
That's a substantial number of visas. How does this fit into the broader context of the Trump administration's immigration policies?
The articles suggest that this is part of the administration's efforts to step up vetting and enforcement of immigration laws, focusing on national security and public safety concerns.
Moving on to international news, Iran has appointed former IRGC chief Mohsen Rezai to a key security role. Can you explain the significance of this appointment?
Mohsen Rezai has been appointed as secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council. This is seen as a significant position, especially given Rezai's background as a former IRGC commander and his close ties to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei.
What are the potential implications of this appointment, particularly in the context of current tensions between Iran and the U.S.?
The reporting suggests that this move comes as Iran navigates negotiations related to the Hormuz region and heightened tensions with the U.S., indicating a potentially important role for Rezai in Iran's security and diplomatic efforts.
Let's turn to a story from India. The Jharkhand CID has arrested a former JPSC chairperson over alleged irregularities in recruitment exams. Can you provide more details on this case?
L. Kiangte, the former JPSC chairperson, was arrested amid protests over exam irregularities. The CID's investigation has led to multiple arrests, with Kiangte being questioned several times before his arrest.
What are the demands of the protesting students in this case?
The articles indicate that students are demanding a CBI probe into the alleged irregularities, suggesting a lack of confidence in the current investigation process.
As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that these stories cover a wide range of significant issues, from health and immigration policies to international security and local governance in India.
Indeed, and each of these stories has the potential to impact various aspects of public life and international relations. That's all for today's discussion. Thank you for joining us.
Goodbye, and see you later.